Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's been a while. It has been like 2 months. Chat, it's been 2 months, maybe, give or take. I think since the last react that we did. I think the last one we did was like Kanye West, I think. But welcome, YouTube. Welcome, everyone here. As you can see, we look a little different. We have been stuck in a marathon for about 7 days now, so you may see the model break a little bit, but I may have done my hair, possibly. I might have done my hair, maybe might have done my makeup, you know, a little different from last time. Also, I'm not as jumpy, something that I noticed, off topic, because we have been in this marathon. I've been showing off some of the older videos, and I don't know what was going on, but my old model was jumpy. She was like a little meth head, a little fucking meth head. But yeah, I wanted to jump back inside of Reacts again. I love doing reaction content. I know a lot of YouTube has been asking for it for quite a while. And don't get me wrong, I've been wanting to too. However, it hasn't really been as much good stuff as I've been wanting. However, I did find a couple of awesome videos as of recent. So hopefully that stays. Now, this one. All right, so real quick. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm sure they're going to tell me. Actually, hold on. I'm going to let them talk and say the name. There's a movie that just came out. It's like I think it's like a sci-fi one. It's like a sci-fi kind of like tropey kind of like video. See, I keep calling it video. Where I'm from, we say video, even though it's like a movie. Like if it's a TV show, we say video. I don't know why. It just, I think it's like where I'm from. I think it's where I'm from because my mom does that shit too. It fucking drives me up the wall.
The year is 2025.
I think it's electric something.
Netflix is about to launch what they say will be the start of their next big cinematic universe.
It felt really
Oh, by the way,
cinematic.
let me just say this. If I hear a company, if I hear anyone that comes in, like such as like Netflix or like any big budget kind of like studio, where like we're gonna make a new cinematic universe, I'm tuned out. Every fucking big corporation wants to be like the next Marvel. They want to have like this huge thing that they make fucking tons of fucking money on. And you know, here's the thing. I get it. Companies, money. Yeah. But like a lot of the times, like when I see companies doing stuff like this, nothing is organic. It's like trying to force like a esport. I feel like in like the gaming sphere, it's kind of like forcing an esport before you even know if it's even popular or not. Like I have seen like, well, let's be real, esports don't really do a hell of a lot nowadays. However, that's like saying that like if, I mean like League of Legends is a good example where like League of Legends was something that people really loved and then it became something because people really wanted to see it, or CSGO, or what else? There's a lot of other ones. There's a lot of other games, but like point I'm trying to make is I hate when people try to force something. Like, you know, throwing money at something does not mean it's going to be a good fucking project. I'm just saying. 9 seconds inside the video and we have done nothing. See, this is what you missed, chat. I know this is what you missed.
For the last 8 years, and with a budget of around $320 million.
I may not know budgets really when it comes to movies, but I do know that that's a lot. I knew damn well no, that's a lot though. Wait a minute. What is the normal budget for like, I guess, okay, actually because we're talking about like cinematic universes. I wonder how much like Endgame was. And you wanna know what's funny? I've never actually watched that. I never watched like superhero stuff. I haven't really done it much until like semi-recently since Marvel Rivals and stuff. But other than that though, I don't really watch too much of it. But I do remember it being very like expensive though. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. The Minecraft movie just came out and you're saying about 150 million for that. Oh, damn. And I damn well know that Minecraft did a fuck ton better. However, that's a established property and stuff like that too. You know, actually, that's a great example of what we were talking about earlier though. Minecraft is an established fucking property. People love it. So like, go ahead and throw money at that because you damn well know that it's going to fucking sell. You know that it's going to sell. At least I feel like that it would, but you know, what do I know?
It's the most expensive movie they've ever made. It has
See, look at that. The most expensive movie they have ever made. Wait a minute. I don't know how to back up by 8 seconds. All right, let's see. Do they have Endgame here? Doesn't seem like it. I just always assume because I know there's a lot of CGI and like a lot of big actors and stuff, etc. Wait, arrows? It's not arrows.
They've ever made.
Wait. No, that's by 5 seconds. I know that one, but I'm talking like minnows. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like I said, that is huge. I don't even know what Red Notice is. What is Red Notice? Oh, it was Electric State. That's what this movie is. Electric State. See, I knew it was electric something. I remember seeing a couple of YouTubers that I like watching going over it and saying that it was a piece of shit. That's why I clicked on this fucking video in like the first place, because like the thumbnail is like Mr. Peanut, you know, like the fucking peanut guy. I don't even know if people even know that that fucking peanut has like an actual mascot. Literal fucking peanut man. I just think he looks fucking hilarious. I think he looks fucking hilarious. Anyway. I'm getting fucking distracted.
It has everything. An all-star cast.
What do they call you, Pratt?
Yep. Pratt. CP. Right? Didn't know what you called me?
There ain't no way nobody calls you CP. There is no fucking way people call you CP. Maybe they shouldn't call you that. I'm just saying. Call it a hunch. I don't think that's a good... I mean, I don't think that's a good term. I'm just saying. Also, Limey, I hope you had an awesome day. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Thank you, and welcome to our reacts. Yeah, wait, hold on. I gotta hear that again.
It's the most expensive movie they've ever made. It has everything.
There's no way.
All-star cast.
Oh god, is my tracking dying?
Yep. Pratt. CP. Right? Didn't know what you called me, Allison? CP?
Hey, yo,
The directors who made
CP.
the last two Avengers movies.
I heard your name before, but it was in like a different place. It was on the internet, and people said that was bad.
And
They said that
over
is pretty bad.
200 robots. Absolutely nuts.
See,
What
that's
could
the peanut.
possibly-
That's the peanut guy. That's the peanut guy. Does anyone even still remember him? He used to have commercials back in the day. Like, I might be showing my age right now. Listen, I might be showing my age right now. Like, I'm 32. I'm 32. So, like, you know, I like every time that I try to show you guys some of my old shit, I'm like, God, I really am getting old. My memory's going. My memory's going. My English is getting worse. I'm starting to speak in mumbles. Yeah, he don't look good at all, let me tell you. But then again, at the same time, though, like, I mean, he is just a peanut, after all. I don't know how good he's supposed to actually look. Just saying.
Go wrong.
Best script I've ever read.
Get ready.
Get ready for what?
Flashback to 2017. Swedish artist Simon Stallenhag launches a Kickstarter for The Electric State. A graphic
By the way,
novel
if
that's
anyone doesn't
not like
know-
any other.
If anyone doesn't know, like, this, so I have had a chance to read this graphic novel. See, I can say it right. I can say it right. But, I did get a chance to read this, and it's really, really, really pretty. It's very pretty. There's not a lot of words to it, though. It's like there's a lot of silence. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be very eerie. Kind of like how, you know, the Fallout series? You know how the Fallout series is, where it's very, like, eerie kind of feel? I guess video games, I should say, because I guess technically speaking, like the show, you know, there's people, clearly. But like I said, you know what I mean? It's very eerie. So making a property out of something that is not established, especially something that's a slow burn, like that takes a minute. So that's already going to be a bit of a rocky start. I'm just saying.
It's presented more like a cinematic mood board. Just a girl
But it
and her
is pretty,
robot
though. You
going
see this?
across a decaying 1990s science fiction version of America. No exposition dumping. Just straight up world building through detailed visuals and text.
Look, it's a
words.
chihuahua.
The message about
Chat, that's
technology
you.
and corporate decay
That's also
is
you.
clear as day, without the need for a single
The fuck is
long
that
preachy
thing?
speech.
Was that a
Heavily
clown?
reminiscent of Star
Is that a
Wars,
clown?
Only with more corporate logos and dead people.
To put something out there, if it's a painting or if it's writing, like to put something out there and say, this is a little snippet of what I think the world feels like.
It makes
By the
around
way, look at
100
this man. He had a shotgun. This man was fucking ready. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him again. Right there. Look at that man. That's me when I was still active duty. That was me when I was still active duty. Just like this little bitch. I'm just like, fuck you. Oh my god. Good times.
The world
Good in
feels
times.
It makes around $150,000 in just 2 days. Fans gush online. It's the most cinematic.
By the
thing
way, I have a
never.
question. And if you are new to my reacts, I fucking pause every 2 seconds. So deal with that shit. Deal with that shit. Is Kickstarter still going? I remember, like, for a while, Kickstarter was like a place that, like, you get scammed. I mean, I've heard there's some good, I guess, products and stuff that have come out of it. But like, I've heard that it's a lot of scams. So, okay, so it still exists. I see. I was about to say, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, I never really hear like any success stories. Well, actually, chat, question. What kind of success stories have you heard from there? Like, I'm trying to think. There has been some games, if I remember correctly. There has been some games. I can't think off the top of my head. So my hand tracking is like breaking today. Looks awful today. FND, what is that? Jay, I'd never even heard of that. Your Switch convert dock. What is that, like a modded dock? I have so many questions now. Oh, Friday Night Funk. I never played that game before. You would think that I would, though, because I love music. I love fucking music. Anyway, getting distracted again.
Filmed. Naturally, Hollywood comes bidding for movie rights around a year before it's even on store shelves. Enter the Russo brothers.
We love being told good stories.
Those are the people that made Endgame. See, there was a reason why I fucking brought them up. There's a reason why that I brought them up, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that they made this. I'm pretty sure that they made this fucking movie. Which that's crazy, because like if I remember correctly, again, I never had a chance to see like Endgame and all that shit. But I was told that it was like a you had to be there kind of moment, like all the build up and like the movie was good and everything. So like I heard good things about it. So hearing that now, sorry, my tracking is like awful today. Forgive me. We have been streaming for a month. About a week now. So some of my stuff is breaking, so bear with me. But yeah, I've heard that was like such a good series, such a good like any movie, and just to hear and just to see now that they have made another movie and it's trash, how far they have fallen. Have you ever heard the term end while it's still good? Or I guess end on like a high? You know, when I'm gambling, that's not what I remember here. But like, you know, in regular life, I know what that means. Anything that's not gambling inside of a video game. So, you know. No, but for reals though, like, I feel like they had that. And ever since then, they've just been kind of going a little bit downhill each time. You know? Oh, stop while you're ahead. Thank you. I don't know
Around
terms.
the time they're finishing up directing Avengers Endgame, they come across Simon's Kickstarter and see their next billion-dollar franchise. From a marketing standpoint, it's a dream come true. Just think about it. A cult-like fan base, post-apocalyptic world, filled to the brim with 90s nostalgia. The thing even has an iconic cartoon.
I am so... Okay. One big thing with me now, and I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. Maybe this is a hot take, but I'm kind of tired of seeing the nostalgia feel. Because people try to sell that. Because nostalgia sells. I understand that. I get it. Nostalgia sells. It sells. But at the same time, though, like, people, like, push on it too much. Like, to the point where it's just, like, in your face every 2 seconds. I'm like, I like to see it, like, as in, like, see it a little bit and be like, the good times. Not every 2 seconds and in every fucking movie. Like, I don't know. It's just, maybe the nostalgia has ran its course. Because they just go back to that every single time. I get it. It was better back then, but at the same fucking time. No, actually, not necessarily better, but, like, you know, 90s was fucking cool. It's pretty cool to me. I like it hidden. I like it where it's just like little glimpses of things where it's not all up in your face, you know? I don't know. Like Shrek? Shrek is 2000s, if I remember correctly.
Cartoon mascot already.
But that's nostalgia
they got
too.
The entire Marvel fan base wrapped around their finger with this. The whole having no plot thing to go off is a risk they're willing to take. Universal Pictures signs on. Andy Muschietti, who just adapted the 2019
You know what this makes me feel? So I feel like this is a group of people that did come off of a huge high and was like, we can do no wrong. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself, Chad. Sometimes things like this humble you. It's either it's an event or sometimes you gotta look and be like, maybe I should still try to, you know, go to the drawing board. Sometimes there is like core. You gotta have a core. You gotta have a nice strong core to be able to be like, hey, you know, we can make this work. You know, do a little research. But, you know, when you do make one of the best movies out there that has ever, I think it's like one of the highest grossing movies out there. I think that's what it is. I don't know much about when it comes to like movie, like, I mean, like I know movies, but I don't know like how like the inner works of money works. But yeah, I think it's one of the highest grossing like movies. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just feel like that they could do no wrong.
To direct. And Millie
By the way, I
Bobby
used to
Brown
love
is
it.
cast in the lead role.
Also,
The
I heard
Russo
she's a
brothers are
bitch.
behind the scenes producing. Everything's on.
Is she a bitch? I heard that she is hard to work with. If I remember correctly, I think it's her. She is? See, that's what I thought. And the yellow raincoat. Oh my God, I used to love it. God, so much. It was so good. So fucking good. She's a diva. I fucking hate divas. Before you say anything, Chai, I'm not a fucking diva, okay? I feel like divas are those bitches that fucking think that they are owed something. I'm a firm believer of ain't nobody owed anything. Ain't nobody owed anything. So you gotta work for that shit. Not saying that she hasn't, but like, I just don't really like people that are like fucking bitches and hard to work with. You know, the easygoing people, smart, easygoing people. I usually like the loners. Those people are like cool. It's usually like the autistic person that like is really good at his job. I like those kind of people. I think I might be a little bit autistic myself.
To direct his passion project.
Wait. Ew. I think I paused it at the perfect fucking time. Maybe I'm not missing anything when it comes to fucking superhero stuff. Because if it's like this, I ain't about it. I don't want this. Wait, hold on, pause. Actually, I just remembered. Wasn't the Flash series, I'm not sure if this is a series or like the movie, but wasn't that guy like a fucking like cultist? I'm not sure if this is him or not. It may not be him because he's wearing the mask, so I have no idea. But I'm trying to remember his fucking name. Okay, this was the movie. Okay, so a little different. Listen, chat, you're going to have to teach me when it comes to superhero stuff. The only superhero things that I know is from Marvel Rivals. That's it. But I've been learning, though. And
the Russos have no choice but to step in as directors.
It's Ezra Miller. Yeah, have you seen his story?
$200 million.
Man, fucking crazy. And I know, I'm Latino, I know.
For something so hit or miss. The source material's slow, bleak, and there's a little bit of trouble figuring out the narrative. So they walk.
It's tricky. We tried to make this one.
Smart. At the same time, I do like innovation. I do like when people think outside of the box. However, at least from what you can see, there was either A, no research done, or B, sorry, my freaking stutter. Listen, I've been streaming for 7 days straight. Leave me alone. Either A, they didn't do enough research, or B, the people that were taking on this project were just not the right people. Like, I think you can make anything out of anything happen. So sometimes you just need the right eyes and the right brain on it, you know? So maybe it's just needed to be done by somebody else, because I can see the inner workings of it. Like, I could see something being done with it, but like, it's just like somebody shitting on like your favorite series. That's like if oh God, what was it? Oh yeah. That's like when at least for me, I would say like the equivalent of a Cowboy Bebop. You know, when they did the live action, like that could have been so good, but you fucking ruined it. And I love Cowboy Bebop. Fucking ruined it. Terrible.
Just wasn't going to be affordable.
And the Russos take it to Netflix, a company that doesn't just want to hit. They see Disney's success with the Marvel and Star Wars interconnected universe thing and want something like that of their own. Merchandise.
But that's my thing. You're forcing something that is not there, and you're going to what they do is that they're just going to assume that this is going to be a giant hit, give all the money and then some to it, come to find out that it's not shit. It's fucking shit. And I hate that shit because it's not organic. I think what people strive for the most, whether it's entertainment, well, especially for entertainment and for the person that is performing, is genuineness. And of course to be, you know, actually entertaining. But like, people don't want to be fed shit no more. We live in a time now where things are pretty shitty. And we think that people are fucking lying to us every 2 seconds. That's how I feel. There are some badass people out there. However, there's a lot more fucking shitheads than there is good fucking people. That's what I've seen.
Spin-offs. The kind
good morning, David. How you doing?
Theme parks and licensing empires. Funny thing is, they've already tried this same thing with The Gray Man. Another $200 million movie
Never seen it.
By the Russos, featuring an A-list cast.
Wait, hold on. Same people? That's same people. That's 2 for 2, baby. That's 2 for 2. It's really good.
Equals to turn this into a universe. The response, lukewarm.
I enjoyed the Gray Man movie, but it was not as good as your book.
Well, thank you for saying that.
It just wasn't the same story.
Can I just, on that note, Joe Rogan, you got something there. Why do people always want to change off of the fucking material that people wanted to see it from in the first place? Great example. Do you remember the Halo series? Why? You made it bad. You made it bad. Do you really think that you can make a better story than what the fucking creator in itself fucking made? Like, you literally have the guidebook in front of you saying like, hey, read this, understand this, boom, you're good. Boom, you're good. There's nothing else that you have to do. But no, you want to be all extra and shit. I like what I love what Asmund says, where he's always like, it's always these fucking drama kids. It's always like the people from fucking drama school that fucking got bullied on, and they're just like, hey, you know, I'm gonna make my story now. I don't want to hear your fucking story. Give it to the people that actually fucking make good stories. I'm just saying. Give me a good story. Give me something that's already there that I like.
Absolutely. What
that's
I say,
already been
how
there.
it makes me sound is like the movie is the best possible commercial for my writing, and if you're a writer, you want eyeballs on your work, and so it's not as gritty. It's not.
Not nearly.
Critics said it looks expensive and felt empty, and the cinematic universe collapsed before it even began.
Maybe this
because
movie
you're forcing a
showcases the Russo brothers'
cinematic universe
as directors. They need
Listen,
quality control.
even
But
like,
thanks to
okay,
the-
let's go back over to the Marvel stuff. So again, I've like, I know that, who was it, Stanley? Sorry, again, I don't know. He had all of these fucking characters ready. Clearly that was his own universe. However, on the big screen, it wasn't a thing yet. So they had to like, throw out like movies and stuff. I think one of the first the Superman movie, the first superhero movie, if I remember correctly, was like Spider-Man, Spooderman. And, it was good. People liked it. And then they would have to and then they played around with the idea a few times. Some were good, some were not. Oh, it was Blade. Wait. It was Blade, wasn't it? Blade was so good. If you don't like Blade, you have no fucking taste. Either that or you weren't born in the 90s. I'm telling you, Blade is the definition of edge, and I love it. It's fucking edge, especially that fucking night. Listen, the nightclub scene was so good. It was so good. I love it. I love it. Or was it Iron Man? Oh, that one was Marvel. Well, actually, I heard that Blade was also Marvel. Listen, I could fucking talk about this all fucking day. I love Blade. Blade and Spawn were my favorite. Again, like, those were like my only, like, I guess Venom I also thought was neat too. Anything that involved like supervillains or anti-heroes. I love them. Because I always felt like superhero stuff was very goody-goody two-shoe shit, and it used to bore the fuck out of me. It used to bore the shit out of me. That's why I like The Boys. Well, did kind of like The Boys. The Boys kind of been going more political kind of stuff. It's kind of been annoying. There's that, and then also Invincible. Invincible is good, like, too. I like the thought of having, like... You want to know what's funny? This isn't even a superhero movie. Video. This isn't even a superhero video. However, I've always like thinking to myself that, like, hey, here's the thing. You really think that somebody with these giant, amazing powers are just going to be like good? Sometimes, probably. Some. However, you already know people are going to take advantage of that shit. You already know people are going to take advantage of that shit. So I'm just saying.
Business model relying mostly on subscriptions.
Let's see, I just love that Blade had a successful trilogy. Yes, a successful trilogy and didn't get all fucked up. And didn't get fucked up. Wesley Snipes, he is Blade. Didn't they try to make another one? I can't remember. Also, Ned, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. They are trying. Well, listen, you can't beat... You can't beat Wesley Snipes, let me tell you. Do you remember the part where, like, they had his eyes closed and then, like, they had to do the CGI stuff because he refused to open them? Now, I heard he's a fucking prima donna. At the same time, you could be a fucking dick, but if you make good fucking content, I'm gonna watch that shit. If it's something that I like, I'm gonna watch that shit. I might think a little bit lower than you, but, like, at the same time, if you're making good shit, you're making good and fucking shit.
They say second time's a charm. Hand full control over to the Russos, give them a big blank check, and tell them to do exactly what they did with Gray Man. Brighter colors, more jokes, more Marvel.
If you ran up, tried to do it twice and went, what's wrong?
By the way, I hate the Marvel formula where everyone thinks they're witty. They're like they could be like nearly dead and they'll say some kind of like quick cheesy line. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you're literally about to die right now. You're like, well, I guess it's clobbering time. Okay, actually, that's not. Actually, isn't there going to be another Fantastic Four movie that's coming out soon? I'm going to watch it just because I played Marvel. Yep, he's like, I can do this all day. It's like, I fucked your mom. No, actually, that's my saying.
With the engine, turned around and grabbed this and went, "Why is it unplugged? Did you not charge the It's just like a series of bits about cords.
And she's just looking at it. And that's the funny part, is that she is literally in the movie. She's supposed to be hyped about it, but you know damn well on her face, she's like, oh my God, this is so played out. You can see it. You can fucking see it. Foxy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, by in the way. Thank you. It's just like, fucking kill me now. Kill me now.
Plugs with these two.
Fast forward to fall 2022. Netflix officially announces they're in production and releases a list of the cast. This thing is absolutely stacked. It captures the news headlines' attention.
The Electric State.
Brothers were once again able to gather a top-class star lineup that is in no way inferior to its previous movies.
And that's the crazy part. Hearing all that, you got great actors. You have a cool little scene. Like, I love post-apocalyptic stuff. I do. I wish that the Fallout series, okay, so I never actually had a chance to finish watching the regular, the actual show series, but the game series. I wish there was another series of games that are similar like that. I know Stalker is definitely a thing, but I want to see another one. Because I like that kind of feel. It's like the feeling of emptiness. It's it's scary. It can be really scary. So yeah, but it feels like you have everything ready to go. But again, you may have it's like the equivalent of having a boss at your work that sucks at what he does. There's a lot of people that are in a position because either A, and it's funny, we were talking about this earlier, either A, they're the son or daughter of the boss, or B, someone's been sleeping around but they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So it's the equivalent of that, where it's hey, they don't know what they're trying to do with this, but they're still gonna do it anyway. I hate that shit. Chat says it's Nepo babies. I don't know what that means. I should, but I don't.
Meanwhile, fans online are
I don't
now
think I've
starting
ever
to
really
fear
heard
the
that before.
worst.
God, my
How would you
tracking
turn
is
this book
breaking.
into a film?
I'm
What do the
telling
Russos
you,
need to get
not
right?
the best
It's
first day
obviously
for a
fundamentally
video,
an
but at the same
extremely
time, we
visual
always
experience.
have scubs,
They
so
need get
to be
the
expected.
cinematography right as an absolute
Little baby equals daddy got me a job. Interesting. You got a daddy in this economy. No, I'm kidding.
number one priority. That means believable and not too CGI. For that aspect,
It's wait a minute, your
I believe
father's
the
here?
Russos can deliver.
This film is
He's not
one of
getting
the most
milk?
ambitious visual effects movies I've ever worked on in terms of the number of CG characters that we have to develop.
Yeah, we've done a lot of movies that require an extensive visual effect work. This might be the one that it was the most complex.
It's a lot of interesting characters here. I see some popcorn. I see an ice cream cone. What else? A couple of robots. I'm trying to remember because I did say that I read this. It has been a while though. What is the main plot? Because here's the thing. I can't remember if the novel had a whole bunch of brands in it. I can't remember. Did the novel have that? Because here's the thing. A lot of these companies, they'll add them in there because, of course, they pay for them. And they'll be like, hey, put me in your movie. If you ever see, in a kid's movie or just regular, maybe you'll see Coke or something or whatever. They paid for that. It's not like they were just, putting it in for the atmosphere. They can put any kind of brand in there. I'm not sure if you guys know that. But, yeah. They'll spend a fuck ton of money to put it in there. And I'm just come on now. He said, it reminds me of the movie Food Fight. Wasn't that really shitty animated one? I want to say that's the really shitty animated one. We might be thinking of two different ones. Mountain Dew for the Hulk? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking, but I couldn't remember. I am a big fan of shitty movies. I love horror movies, and I feel 50% of the ones that I have watched are all shitty. But God, did they make me laugh. It's like comedy. I love it. The more shitty movies, the better. I just like to know the backstory behind them. Because a lot of the times it's usually crazy ass stories.
The VFX don't look good. This movie doesn't work.
Also,
at all.
Ned, thank you for the sub, by the way. I'm not sure if I already told you, but thank you.
The entire thing could be ruined if the tone isn't right. Well, if you only knew.
There's a departure.
Well, that's true. It is definitely true. I remember hearing this story for I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Who was the guy that played the Punisher? Who's the guy that played the Punisher for the Punisher series? I like him. The guy's no. Wait. What is his name? I can't fucking remember. Anthony Berthram? Berthel? I'm gonna call him Anthony just in case. John? Wait, is it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I specifically remember hearing a story where, like, when he got that part and people found out, he said he was going to go off to the comic store because he didn't know anything about it at the time. And, like, I remember he said that, like, the comic book store said, he's like, hey, I'm going to get these for the Punisher. And he said, if I remember correctly, the comic guy said, no, not that. Get these ones. He's like, don't, and then he said, don't fuck this up either. He said, don't fuck this up either. And I was like, damn. Like, he wanted to be a specific kind of way. But it's like, you know, having the right source material, having the right, like, people to do it. Like, again, great example, like when they did like the Halo series, what the fuck were they doing? Why did you show me Master Chief's face? I didn't need to see that. When have I ever seen that in a video game? Never. Never. In what world? Who said that that was cool? Who said that we were allowed to do that? Nobody. Why are you trying to get off the beaten path with your own story that fucking sucks? Stupid theater kid.
Intentional departure from tone.
Which, by the way, I actually don't care if you did theater or not, but you know.
Have it appeal to,
don't be extra, more or less. Don't be fucking extra.
Can you talk a little bit about which elements were so important to keep present in the film?
I think it was the theme of the book.
I bet you he never even read it. I bet you somebody else read it and gave him the Spark Notes. Bet you.
I think it's about being kind and staying connected to each other.
The power of the book lies in how unsettling these images are.
That was the most important thing.
Yeah, it has to have a creepy vibe.
They're all Gen Z.
That's it right there. That's it right there. It's like you're trying to, I know more about video games than I do movies. I do love movies, but like, my example. So for WoW, World of Warcraft was real good when it started. You know, some people may say no, but I thought it was. And it started going worse and worse as the years have been going on, pretty much right after, like, Wrath of the Lich King. Some people say Cataclysm's decent too, but, you know. But anyway, what WoW started doing, and what Blizzard just in general started doing with, like, all of their games, is that they start pandering. They start pandering. So when you start going and start pandering over to, like, kids or to, like, away from your core audience, like, I feel like you miss the plot. And instead of getting this extra audience, which again, I understand, they're like, hey, I'm a business, I'm trying to get these kids. Clearly, there's a lot of Gen Zs. Clearly, there's a lot of kids out there that they could, like, you know, bring in and everything. But the story material is dark. The story material is dark. And not saying that you can't be a kid that doesn't like dark stuff, but, like, they try to make it all, like, fluffy. They try to make it fluffy. They try to make this content digestible for, like 5-year-olds. Sometimes it's not. It's PG-13. It's PG-13. No, but seriously, though, like, I hate when people try to, like, pander to shit. Going back to Blizzard, do you remember back when they used to, for Overwatch? Overwatch had this list back in the day, where they had to pick different diversities. Oh my God, I fucking hate that shit. Different diversities, and they... and they all had to be a specific kind of, like, hey, I'm gay, or hey, I'm whatever. And they had to have, like, a specific, like, it's like, hey, now we're going to make, like, a Cuban. Now we're going to make, like, Jamaican. Now we're going to do this. I'm like, yeah, it's literally pandering to a specific one. Not because they care about you, but because they want your money. That's the big fucking point. Like, it's not that they care about you, is that they want your money. They're like, oh, well, now there's, like, you know... Now there's, like, a gay Cuban inside of my game, so now I can, like, relate. Sorry, my tracking is, like, breaking right now. Forgive me. It's stuff like that where I'm just like, hey, like, I hate that shit because it's for money. Shit making me crazy. Shut the fuck up. Shit making me crazy,
Part
man.
of the technological generation.
You're so stupid.
And we made this
yeah,
movie.
like Concord. And why did Concord end in, like, what, less than a week? Because it was trash and everything looked like shit. Don't make my characters look like shit. Don't make them look like I don't want to cosplay them. Listen, I want to be that beautiful bitch with the nice tits. Thank you very much. And give me a nice ass, too, because apparently people don't be giving us asses, unless you're playing Marvel Rivals, actually. Let me tell you, Emma Frost is something else. But it's just like, it's one of those things where, like, I don't want to play a character that is ugly as shit. I'm not going to lie. Like, last I checked, it's fantasy. And guess what? Most people, when they play video games, they want to play the cool, heroic character or the beautiful maiden or whatever it is. They don't want to play the ugly troll. Just saying.
for them.
But it just wasn't the same story. They Hollywoodized it.
It doesn't take long
They
for this project to lose
I like
focus.
that. That is good, Joe. I like you. Listen, they Hollywoodized or Hollywood-wide. It's okay. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. You know what I fucking mean. It's just like they want to put their own spin on it. But here's the thing: is like leave it alone. Leave it alone because the content that was there in the first place is better. Like I never watched Game of Thrones, but I heard that the books are 10 times better than the show. And then somewhere between, because I think if I remember correctly, my ex-wife told me this. So she told me that like they did follow the books for a while and then they went on their own. And sorry, my hand. What is happening today? And the moment that they did go on their own and try to change the story, that's when it started getting shitty. Am I wrong? Or am I right on that one? I can't remember. I want to say yes, but I could be wrong. That's accurate? Okay. Just, I wasn't exactly sure. I wanted to start watching Game of Thrones, but like I felt like at the time I was like really far behind and then I just never watched it. Is it like similar to like Lord of the Rings? Because like I like Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched it in a while. Last time I watched Lord of the Rings, I think I was like 18 and I was blazed up. It was one of those shows where like you just sit there for 3 hours and just like, that's a troll. That's crazy. That's a troll. And the crazy part is that they're going to want us to play them eventually. Except it's supposed to be a human who looks like that.
Done in the past, the Russos go on an all-out
and even if you did look like that, it's fantasy. I want to look nice.
6 different VFX
you know what I mean?
studios to make 175 different robots, all rendered with their own set of fully moving parts, but none of the scary abominations you see in the book. Remember how the book was really good at sending a message without saying anything at all?
And I also think like if I would do stuff that really clearly states my political beliefs, it would be bad art.
Get your fucking political shit out of my games, my movies, anything that involves my entertainment that I loved when I was a kid, or even new stuff. I don't want to see that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm a firm believer of live your life, do what you want, believe in whatever you want. You can believe in a spaghetti monster. I don't give a fuck. But keep your shit out of my entertainment. Because the last thing I want to hear is your bullshit. Whether and I could believe in you. Listen, I could literally believe in what you're trying to preach. But at the same time, stop preaching in my game. Stop preaching in my movie.
How about instead we have the characters give literal speeches?
Do you know why they do that? It's because they think you're too stupid to understand what's going on. I like the sense of not knowing sometimes. I like the sense of me having to sit there and be like, I wonder what's going on. Like, I wonder if it's like this. Or, I wonder if there's a monster behind there. Or, I wonder if like the main character meant it like this. Less is more, Chad. Less is more. Less is more. I promise you, less is more.
Powerfully to what we're all going through today.
I know the war happened, and things fell apart, and life really sucked. And maybe for a little while, the Neurocasters helped you forget that. We got so used to it that we thought that's what real life was. But it's not.
The fuck is that?
Real life?
Wait, what is that? Getting eaten by a fat guy in realistic VR hands, Roblox. I'll give you some VR hands. The fuck is that?
It's contact. It's you and me. We're flesh and bone, yeah, but we're also electricity. And when we hug and laugh and hold hands and argue, my particles stay with you and yours stay with me.
If I remember correctly, this is a dark series. If I remember correctly. Like, stop with the preachy bullshit. I hate that. Okay, I don't really watch a fuck ton of anime, but do you know, what is it? Oh god, now I'm forgetting the name of it. What's the one with the 2 kids that go down the hole? Minus all of the possible child stuff that I see with that, but like, do you know what I'm talking about? You know, they go down deeper and deeper. Something Abyss. Yes. Made in Abyss. So that's like 2 main characters, like they're kids, going down into like, I'm trying to exactly remember the plot. Point I'm trying to make is like, that story's dark, and it's with kids, and it gets real dark. And if this show has that kind of dark feel, that's what I want. That's what I want. But it's a good show, though. It's a good show. There is some stuff in there where I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. I'm like, I guess you didn't have to technically put that in there. But like at the same time, if that's what, but here's like a counter like to that. If that's what the creator wanted, then good. I'm not a fucking like wee woo police where like you can't have that. I'm like, hey, if that's what the creator wanted, sure. But it's when you Hollywoodize it and like you change everything. Now it's like shit. I'd rather it be like awkward, kind of scary, but still good, you know? Like, and if anything, sometimes awkward and weird gives you like an odd feeling, but in a darker situation might add more oomph to that movie. That's kind of how I see it. It's not supposed to be all like preachy and lovey always.
Script I've ever read. In 2024, fans finally get a first look. What is this all about? Seattle.
Mr. CP. Mr. CP. It's like, yo, Mr. CP, how you doing? See, there's no way people call him that. There's no way.
Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt. Oh, a lot of good actors.
Chat, do you guys like Chris Pratt? I think he's fine. I think he's fine. But like watching this makes it feel like Chris Pratt is like the new Jesus. It's like the new Jesus Christ. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, like I said, he seems chill, but I don't know really anything about him. I saw him from Jurassic Park. I remember showing Jurassic Park to my little to my ex's daughter, and let me tell you, she loved it. She was like, oh, the dinosaur, Mom. I'm like, I know, the dinosaurs. As it I'm like, this isn't real, by the way, baby. Don't bite people. But hear me out. When I was a little girl, I watched the original Jurassic Park at her age also. So I'm just saying, I had to pass down that tradition.
March 14th,
but then again, the OG PG-13. Jurassic Parks, classics. Like, do you remember when the dinosaur like was on like the fucking car and it's like pushing it down? Crazy.
This is my favorite book. That isn't a manga.
To double check that I hadn't time traveled to April Fool's Day after watching this trailer. Because what the hell was this?
The first trailer.
Imagine that though. He said that's my favorite book, and the movie fucking ruined it. That would, like I said again, that's like the equivalent of like, let's just say you like Cowboy Bebop and then you watch the live action. It was like, what the fuck? Or Death Note. I still remember Death Note. Not happy about that.
And it was
such a cool story, and you fucking ruined it.
I think one person.
Any anime adaptation? I heard that One Piece was good, and I also heard that the Yu Yu Hakusho was good, and I love Yu Yu Hakusho. I never had a chance to watch it though.
Probably gonna suck. I basically just turned it into a very generic sci-fi flick, and then you got Millie Bobby Brown as the lead. Look, I don't care.
Exactly.
Sorry, but outside of Stranger Things,
when you dare I say it, pussify this shit. When you pussify this shit, it becomes generic. Make it different. Make it different. Make it something that I'm going to remember. Don't make it this like the general like same old slop that's all out there. Because listen, trust me. Trust me, I can find so many movies that are like nothing burgers. Nothing burger. I'm just saying. Like, come on now. Wow me. Wow me.
Then the's the budget. Behind the scenes, it skyrocketed.
We live in a time now where you can make anything. And I know for a fact that like we live in a time now where pretty much everything has already been quote done. But like I know for a fact that people can make new and exciting things. It always happens. That's like the equivalent of because again, I know more video games than I do movies, but that's like the equivalent of like some of these indie starters. Some of these indie starters that like a great example, we're playing Schedule 1. I love Schedule 1. I think it's great. Just a basic ass game, but everybody fucking loves it. It's fantastic. Or how Helldivers was. Or let's see. I remember when let's see, what was it? Vampire Survivors and all of these things where people are like trying to change up a formula that is there, but put like a brand new twist on it. Listen, I don't need a lot to be impressed. I'm just saying. I'm pretty easy to work with. But at the same time, don't give me the same generic slop. And don't make it all lovey-dovey. I don't mind when the ending of something is dark. Like, anyone watch Berserk? Just saying. Is Berserk great? Absolutely. Unless you're talking about the 2016 anime, that's fucking terrible.
Expensive Netflix
It's fucking
original,
terrible.
but one of the most expensive.
Or was it 2015? I think it might have been 2015.
$320 million. It just looks really goofy and bland.
It
Part of
is
that
quite
cost
goofy.
comes from the tight deadlines, which due to a break from an offset car casualty, are now even tighter.
Are you kidding me?
But even with all the money spent on VFX and labor, the internet finds out that the
I
Russos
see,
have been
and that's the crazy
incorporating-
part. I see something here. I could see something in this where I'm like, okay, this could work. But of course, someone's got to fuck it up. And just like how Joe Rogan said, like all the time, they take away from the source material. They may take little bits of it, but like, listen, take the whole fucking thing. There's a reason why we like that whole thing. Like to bring up the Halo stuff because they took away from that completely and they want to make their own fucking story. Just follow the story that was there. It's literally a guide to win. It is literally a guide to win. GG easy, no re. GG easy, no re. Keep it that way.
AI.
What's so hard about that?
The ending message is, the robots are just as human as the humans. You mean the guys with an AI movie studio are defending the robots? Oh my gosh.
Some claim the budget is closer to $390 million when you count the marketing.
Wait. Let me see this. Let me see this. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Oh my God, look at that hat. I love that hat. Chat, I want this hat. How much do you think that shit costs? Give me my CGI hat so I could be like, I think I look good with that hat.
$90 million when you count the marketing. And they went all out on the marketing, dressing this movie up like it's going to be the start of something big, even if it's not.
About a week ago, Funko announced an entire line of pops.
Some of the things they spend.
You just can't do that. Concord. Chad brought it up earlier. Concord. What happened to Concord? Ended in less than a week. That was PlayStation's like, hey, we're going to have this huge universe for that. Trash. Let it be organic. Can we not just go back to that? I'm not saying like you have to make a shitty product, but like you're doing all this stuff thinking that it's going to be like, you know, the bee's knees. Like let it see, like let it like grow. Let it grow. When you force something on me, I'm not going to like it. Like chat. Like never ever force a shit because then you're going to have a hemorrhoid, right? So never ever force shit down my throat because I don't want that shit. Because it tastes like shit, looks like shit. I don't want that shit.
And money on our
make it natural. Make it something that you're like, it's gotta be a passion of love. It's gotta be a project of love. It'll be a project of love. That's how I see it. Like, give me what you feel like you truly are inspired to create, and I bet you it'll grow naturally by itself. Promise.
Welcome back to State Secrets, the
I love that saying.
podcast for
There
the
you
Russo
go.
brothers'
I just made that up on the spot.
The Electric State.
It didn't make any sense, but I'm running
They
with
also
it, so
make a
shut the fuck
Netflix
up.
exclusive mobile game.
Shut up. And what is up with my tracking today?
Original.
Hire an actual robotics.
By the way,
lab
anyone
to
that's
make
watching,
real-life
my tracking is
robots
usually not
that
this bad,
save
but like I
jokes.
said, we've been streaming for like 7 days straight. So join our marathon.
For a human, you make a pretty great robot.
And I am called Louise. We are proud veterans of the Robot Human War.
That looks like the goggles from Toy Story. Do you see that? That looks like the goggles from Toy Story. Oh, and there that goes. I'll have to fix that for the next react. A little bit of scuff, a little bit of scuff. You love to see it. It does look like Wally too. Wally!
And of course, there's a bunch of ads with Mr. Peanut, who's one of the main characters in the movie.
I signed that peace treaty because it recognized robots as a people.
I bet you that they were like, okay, we're going to bring this iconic like mascot back. But here's the thing. Only 80-year-old boomers remember the Peanut mascot. I am the 80-year-old fucking boomer. That is me. Hi. Like, you would have to have, like, I'm going to bring up the Minecraft movie since that's out right now. So you would have to bring out something iconic that people know, like Steve or Chicken Jockey. Chicken Jockey.
I don't guess you know.
You have something that people care about, but I bet you they spent a fuck ton of money just for this motherfucker.
Are you ready for this one?
Bet you.
Mr. Peanut. He's actually the reason I've been
Look at the
so
mechanical
excited about
arms.
this movie, because if you guys don't know, I am a big fan of like advertising characters.
Said no one ever. Said no one ever. Said literally no one ever. Said literally no one ever. I'm just saying.
Forward to March 2025, the day has finally arrived.
Exactly. Put Jack Black in there and get free money. And make him say Chicken Jockey.
I live on a farm
Chicken jockey.
Think about the forest and just focus on the tree. And
There's not one Seinfeld reference in this whole movie.
It's not about you.
One of the biggest influences of the 90s.
I've never watched Seinfeld, but I heard that the people that fucking made Seinfeld are kind of dicks. And what I mean by that is I think, I want to say it was, it might have been him or it might have been another guy. But like one guy is like really, really, really like, he's like, you don't know who I am? You don't know who I am? It's like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm not 80.
The
Shut up,
cast is all
George.
there. Besides Giancarlo Esposito,
I love him.
He's just
I love him still. Listen. Breaking Bad's my favorite. Sorry, I have to stop it every 2 fucking seconds. That's how I do things. That's how I do things, baby. He's the fucking go. I love him. El pollo hermanos. El pollo hermanos.
The next day, the Russos look at their computer.
Gustavo
and the internet
Fring.
is on
Gustavo
fire.
Fring.
It's bad.
Have you ever watched a movie that was so unbelievably bad that it ruined your entire day?
When was the point where you decided I should stop trying?
That a VTuber? I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
to take this seriously. Was it 10 minutes in where Mr. Peanut was the leader?
He must be a VTuber. Let me tell you, because I got a fat head too. Wait, hold on. Does Angry Joe still do stuff? I remember watching him way back in the day. Is he still doing stuff? Well, he must be. He must be. Huh. I should go watch him again. It's been so long. It's been so long since then.
How? A bunch of humans are dead, and we had a war!
The movie's now getting more attention than all the prior days combined, and for all the wrong reasons.
This movie cost $320 million to make. And if you can see...
I wonder how much they got back. I want to know how much they got back.
all those dollars there on screen, you are better at this than we are.
15% on Rotten Tomatoes. Headlines calling it
Probably
the
not
worst movie
even
of
close.
2025. And,
I bet you not even
Roger
close.
Ebert gives it a 2 out of 4.
This is the most tax write-off movie I've ever seen.
It had predictable story. The writing was terrible. It gave no time for the characters to build up anything. It's really not that good.
I just feel nowadays, I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I know it's like this for the video game, for the video game scene, since I bring them up every 2 seconds, because that's what I know. But I feel like anything that's AAA and or big product, like big budget, it's just gonna be shit. It's all indie now, baby. Those are the people that are still in touch with reality. Those are the people that haven't just like soaked up the copium of, hey, people like this same shit over and over again. Like, my question is this: who are they selling this shit to? Who are they selling this shit to? This fucking flowery, like family friendly bullshit. Especially when, listen, you can have family friendly stuff. Clearly, chicken jockey, chicken jockey. But at the same time, for a darker story, like, let it be dark. Let it be dark. I want to be able to walk in the dark. Listen, let me feel the scare. Let me feel the eeriness. That's what I need.
Good. It's a bunch of robots.
It's a bunch of 80-year-old, 60, 70-year-old fucking people in Hollywood that have no idea what the common man and woman want nowadays.
That kind of stuff.
And I think what they're hearing, my guess is that they're listening to, and I don't want to be that kind of fucking person, but like, they're listening to the culture that is very like, I'd call it like the sensitive culture. I think chat calls them the woke culture, where it's like, they're like, hey, this is what people want. I'm like, no, that's a small majority. Normal people want stuff like this. Things that make us think and things that make us feel stuff. That's what I want. I don't want that cookie cutter shit.
You're just in there going.
You said LA citizens? It might be. I've never really been to LA, so I can't say anything. I can't say anything about that.
The second time Netflix has made the same exact mistake, shareholders don't even flinch. Instead, this movie demonstrates how different Netflix is from the traditional movie studio, and how easily they could spend so much money for a middling result without Wall Street's noticing. Its stock is even slightly up this week. For them, it's all about views and building a portfolio. In fact, Netflix's chief content officer recently said she'd greenlight the project all over again.
That's a lie. You want to know what this is? This is something that needs to go away too. Egos. They know that they made a mistake. They know that they didn't make something good. But they're doubling down on this. They're like, well, I'd do it again. No, you would not. That doesn't even make sense. How much money did you lose? You wouldn't do that. Like, some people just got to take the L on the chin. Like, take the L on the chin, but learn from it. You want to know the best thing about live chat is failing. Because here's the thing, you're learning and you're growing. So yeah, you might have made a mistake. There might have been something where you're like, hey, maybe I didn't see that. But no accountability ever. Like, all this is teaching is for the next generation to do this also. It's just like, well, I didn't do this. It's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad if you failed at something. It's bad if you don't think that you did, and or you know that you did, but you can't just say, hey, my bad. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Like, you know how many times that I say that? I fucking fail like at least 30 to 40 times a day. But you know what? You live and you learn, baby. You live and you learn.
Take from that what you will, but that sounds to me like sequel. However, it looks like the Russo brothers
Well, it's not happening anymore.
Worse outcome if they don't play their cards right. Each movie following Avengers Endgame has made chips in their reputation.
See, that's what I was saying.
The perception of each one has gotten progressively worse. They are supposed to direct.
I like how one of them. Wait, actually, hold on one second. One second.
Each movie
I think like
Avengers,
it went from 94 to 37. I don't even know what Cherry is. And Electric Street coming in with the 21%. Damn. Again, look at this. I think it's like, oh, we're doing great. Oh, we got something. Oh, getting a little bit better. All right, we're on the top of our game. Now we can't fail. And then when you think you can't fail, that's when you'll fail. You got to understand that there is going to be some issues. There's going to be things to work over. You got to know that, like, you're not perfect. You're not invincible. You're not Superman, you know? You're not Spooderman. You're not Superman. So it's like these things where you have to be like, hey, humble yourself.
And the public's
humble
reception
yourself.
of each one has gotten progressively worse. They are supposed to direct the next 2 Avengers movies, but after these flops, people
You're
are
not
starting
invincible.
to question whether that's the best choice. As for the author, Simon Stollenhag, he really likes the movie.
For me, the book is like a keyhole into
From what it sounds like, and from what I remember from reading back in the day, it has a cool plot.
It may not be as bleak
It
as
just
fans
seems it has been Hollywood wide. You know what? I don't know why I like that word because I can't even fucking say it correctly. It's been bitchified. How about that? I like that one better. It's been bitchified. All right. It's been 2025, pretty much. Listen, it's like all of the edge, all of the cool stuff, like it's been padded. You're in a padded room. You're in the silly room now. You're in the silly room. Sometimes I don't want to be in the silly room. Keep the spiky shit out there.
Spit in the face to the original
But according to some interviews,
Also,
in the
what
past,
are these?
that was
What
never
are
exactly
these
Simon's goal.
freaking thumbnails?
This like being cynical and just focusing on that like look how bad things are. That's just kind of, it's almost like an aesthetic. You have to provide some humanity, like some hope. You have to be serious.
You listen. I mean, he pretty much hit around the head there. You have to be serious with this stuff. Again, you can't have like these witty comebacks every 2 seconds because like in a scenario like that, it's like pretty much like end of the world shit. Like, do you think you're gonna have a lot of like humor? Now, granted, like coming from someone that was active duty, like I've been deployed, I know, like I have dark humor. Whenever I was like deployed, we said some crazy stuff. But like these one-off like jokes that were like, you know, it's clearly hit for like kids and stuff. It's not relatable. There's like darker humor and then there's like this like kid shit. And there's like this kid shit, especially when the theme of it is supposed to be more for adult. That's what bothers me. It's like, know your demographic. Know your demographic, especially for entertainment. Like, I know what my demographic is, just a bunch of idiots. And you know what? So am I. So am I. But hey, listen, I know what I got. I know what I got. Everyone's welcome here, but you know what you're you know what you're signing up for. Hey, but listen, I wouldn't change it, baby. I wouldn't change it for the fucking world. However, I will say, very good movie. Or, see, I keep saying that, chat. Very good video movie. I can never get that correct. Here, please go and check them out. This is really... Actually, I don't think I've ever seen their content before. Sir W. I'll step to that one for later here and go and check out their video. Very, very, very good. I like this. I like... hold on one second. Gotta pretend like I know what I'm doing. I like... God damn it. Movies. I like going over movies, music, and stuff like that. I haven't really too much, at least for this channel. I usually go over... You know, honestly, I couldn't tell you exactly what our main genre is. I feel like we do a little bit of everything, but I like to go over movies more. I think movies are dope. Okay, you know what, chat? Shut up. The link is inside of the chat. Shut up. I haven't done this in a while. Leave me alone. Now, and also for our YouTube people, welcome. Again, my tracking isn't doing great. We're in the middle of a marathon right now, so I'm a little bit all over the place. Whether it's my tracking or my own brain. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this. We're going to be going back over to regular reacting content. I think I want to do every Tuesday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and actually, hold on. Tuesdays and Saturdays. Sorry, I was going over my actual stream schedule. See, I told you. I haven't really been sleeping very much during this like marathon. No, but we're going to be doing, I think, on Tuesdays and Saturdays again. I think. I'm trying to get back in the flow of things again, but like we'll see how it goes. But I hope you like the model, and I hope you're ready for some more awesome content.